Tottenham Hotspur, the imminent Premier League champions. You can say that's just a bold statement all you want, but the reality is they currently look like one. If you're basing your judgment of Spurs and their chances of winning the league next season on the fact that City signed Haaland and Liverpool got Nunes, then your judgment is just an armchair judgment, cause statistics show that Harry Kane is better than Haaland and Nunes put together as far as the EPL is concerned, and that's a fact, even as far as the FIFA World Cup is concerned. And then, another fact, Spurs' intentions going into the next season is a no-brainer, going by the deals they've done already. The plan is win multiple games, pick maximum points, and possibly pick the EPL trophy. Just few weeks into the summer transfer window, Tottenham have made recruitments that will make the supporters of other teams grin with envy, from Richarlison to Bissouma, Perisic to Langley, incoming Spence, and possibly Pau Torres, and so on, at a time when rival clubs are really struggling to attract top players. The Lily Whites seem to have found the right mix for success: world-class players, a top manager, a genius negotiator as chairman, and a recruitment genius as managing director. Over the past few years, football pundits and naysayers have always asked, are Spurs really a big club? Well, newsflash, Spurs is a big team now, cause they are really acting like one. We've quickly moved from the summer of 2018 when Spurs failed to make a single signing in a transfer window to the summer of 2022 when they are easily attracting top players, playing in the Champions League again, and gunning for the EPL title again. Let's discuss the newfound image of Spurs with the question, what really makes a big team? Off the top of my head, I would say they should be playing in the Champions League. Check. They can hire one of the top 10 coaches in the world. Check. They should have one of the best strikers in the world. Check. They should have one of the best stadiums in the world. Check. And they should show signs of growth and progress. Check. Going by this non-exhaustive list of what makes a big club, we've established that Spurs is by most standards a big club. And guess what big clubs do? They win trophies. And in the case of the current progressive Spurs, the time is now. Maybe not the Champions League trophy, but the Premier League, the FA Cup, or the League Cup is achievable. All I'm saying is a trophy is in the cards this season for the Lily Whites. Half of the reasons why Spurs will thrive next season is improved squad depth. For the first time in a long time, Tottenham will be going into a new season with one of the best squad depths in the league. The attacking lineup of established players like Kane, Sonny, Kulusevski, Richarlison, Perisic, Lucas, and other possible additions can be compared to that of City and Liverpool. In recent times, squad depth and Harry Kane's ankle has been the Achilles heel to Tottenham's pursuit of a trophy. In the previous seasons, whenever serial go-getter Harry Kane gets injured, there is usually a void up front for Spurs. But currently, there is a new number 9 in North London. Richarlison can fill the space out wide on the left for Son. He can also play behind the striker as a number 10 if need be. Richarlison is a proven Premier League talent who scored 53 goals in 153 games for Everton. That's an average of 1 goal in 3 matches, and he didn't even play as the number 9 in most games. The £60 million arrival of the 25-year-old solves a whole lot of attacking problems for Spurs. Another problem solver, and a proven one at that, is Tottenham's Sonny, who no longer identify as just a fast-paced and skillful winger. These days, scoring seems to be his newfound hobby. Son is so good, he can break into the front three of any top team in Europe, but we don't say that enough. Sonny, the darling boy of Spurs faithfuls, how we all love to see him play with smiles on his face, and it's a general consensus that we are all happy he's finally getting the plaudits he deserves. He is at the peak of his creativity, and the highest goal scorer award of last season is just a sign of what his intentions are moving into the next season. The 2019 Ballon d'Or nominee doesn't just want to run and take corner kicks anymore. His newfound hunger to find the back of the net is one this Spurs team will thrive on in difficult games next season. As for Harry Kane, I feel I don't need to say so much in convincing you about his goal-scoring prowess. His profile as three-time EPL highest goal scorer of the season is enough to send shivers down the spine of your best EPL defender. I'd say for Harry Kane, his competition is with the likes of EPL legends Alan Shearer and Wayne Rooney on his mission to become EPL's all-time highest goal scorer, and not with the young chaps. Kane, simply put, is an OG, on the same level with the likes of Benzema, Suarez, and Lewandowski. The World Cup Golden Boot winner is good in the air, and with both feet. In addition to an outstanding penalty record and an ability to stay deep and track back in difficult games, I think Kane should be on a £350,000 a week salary, and I think I'm speaking the mind of most Spurs fans when I say he is worth more than the £200,000 a week salary he is on. Now I'm sure Daniel Levy wouldn't like this video, but whatever. Signed at age 33, what Perisic brings to the table is experience and utility. Ivan Perisic is a proven talent that have thrived in multiple leagues, playing a total of 546 games, scoring 138 goals and providing 108 assists, including a goal in the World Cup final. If there is any player with the composure to replace a tired Son and see off a Champions League game with high intensity, my money is on Perisic. He is a strategic addition to Spurs' attacking lineup, and he has a different approach to the game. Of course, his mentality will be needed to motivate the young lads in the team. Out on the right flank is EPL's best signing of the 2022 January transfer window, Dejan Kulusevski. The fact that he adapted so fast to the intensity of the EPL is not talked about enough. His return of 5 goals and 8 assists in 18 Premier League appearances is enough to make his loan deal permanent. He has been proven to be a runner and a driver from the right flank, always eager to provide those crosses for Kane to pounce on. Oh, I forgot to mention, he is just 22, which implies that there is room for improvement. Dejan is a player for the future, and for him, the best is yet to come. But what happens if Kulusevski is not available? Then Lucas Moura appears. No doubt Lucas Moura has fallen down the pecking orders at Spurs, but that doesn't make him any less of an important player for Spurs going into next season. He's won with a lot of brilliance up front, and records show he can pull a rabbit out of a hat when push comes to shove. Remember his hat-trick against Ajax in the UCL semi-final. Of course, with Spurs playing in Champions League and other competitions, there will be enough games to go around. Now let's talk about the anchorman in Conte's midfield, the most recent addition, Yves Bissouma. The addition of Yves Bissouma to the midfield lineup of Højbjerg, Bentancur, Ndombele, Lo Celso, Skip and the likes strengthens the midfield the more. Bissouma is a top talent who has proven what he can do in the Prem with Brighton. Bissouma is a player who can make forward runs creatively with the ball. He has also shown he is not afraid to get dirty as a defensive midfielder. He can play as a number 6, a number 8 and also as a weak number 10. He really reminds me of Paul Pogba. Not the Man U Pogba, the Juve Pogba that played in the 2015 Champions League final. Skillful, determined and difficult to play against. At £25 million, I think Bissouma is a steal for Spurs and will be that enigma in the middle of the park. Clement Lenglet is another exciting addition to the Spurs side in their quest for glory. No doubt Lenglet is one player who has something to prove, coming from the back foot where he fell out of favour in Barca, but he can be the missing piece of Conte's puzzle when it comes to playing from the back. In some games last season, Spurs really struggled while trying to play from behind. Lenglet is a player who was really good with the ball and in my opinion an upgrade on Ben Davies. Coming from Barca, a team that have built a reputation as a possession dominant team, in addition to being the most broke football team in the world now. Possession football and fast-paced distribution is one of the expectations we have of Lenglet. With Conte, he can rediscover his form at Sevilla, which made Barca shell out £35 million to sign him as a 23-year-old. He's not really so fast-paced going forward, but he is a solid defender and will do well when paired with Eric Dyer and the multi-talented Christian Romero. Also defensively, there is another player, Jed Spence. No doubt, Spence is an incoming addition who will improve Spurs' depth immensely. Spence is a promising 21-year-old right back and right midfield, expected to provide competition for the likes of Emerson Royal, Japhet Tanganga and Matt Doherty. Spence is 100% a Conte player. Spence flourished at right back on loan at Nottingham Forest last season, registering 4 assists and 3 goals in 46 appearances in all competitions, helping the club return to the Premier League and earning himself a spot in the PFA Championship team of the season. Of course, Spurs can still strengthen by making a few additions here and there, but so far the squad depth is so improved that Hugo Lloris is beginning to look like the weak link in this Spurs side. With every position being provided with competition between players, I think a young promising goalkeeper is needed in Spurs. Away from the players, let's talk about the second reason why Spurs can win the league. The atmosphere in Tottenham is so impressive, the best it has been in a long while. Away from the backroom issues captured in Amazon's All or Nothing documentary and the noise of Harry Kane wanting to leave, there are smiles on the faces of the players. The supporters are strongly behind the team, and with Conte behind the wheel, there is a growing sense of belief that a trophy is coming home. Great players in the past will tell you that sometimes mentality is what you need to win games, and the current Spurs team is brimming with players with high performance and mentality, from a World Cup winner to a Champions League winner to a Copa America winner. The current Spurs team is made up of players who have won trophies. The current Spurs attacking lineup can only be matched or bettered by that of Liverpool or City. Considering Lukaku's exit from Chelsea, Ronaldo's possible exit from United, and the disarray in the dressing room of some of the older top 6 sides, the team cohesion in Spurs can be counted as a plus going into next season. With the squad, Conte, who can be called a serial winner, will be expected to produce a trophy next season. Of course, he has a solid record of transforming clubs and bringing home the trophy. Feel free to tell me what you think of the recent crop of players by Spurs and their chances of winning the EPL next season. Meanwhile, was I able to convince you that Tottenham is a big club? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. My name is Gozmila, and I'm glad you made it to this point of the video. For that, I say thank you. Feel free to like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Bye for now.